What is up, everybody? Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Today I just wanted to make a quick beginner's guide on Mr. Fantastic so you can understand what all of his abilities do and hopefully take this character into games. So there's going to be a lot more stuff that shows up as people play around with this character because this is still day one, but this will be a very basic guide letting you know some basic tips and tricks that you can use with this character. So to start off, he has an infinite left click, so if you just hold down left click, he does this very slow auto attack. Pretty basic, not much to say. It doesn't pierce or anything. There's no headshot modifier, so you don't need to do anything crazy. It does look like you can kind of drag this, which is a little bit weird. I don't know if I'll be able to, like, you can see I'm getting hit markers here on the second target. So I think you might be able to do a little bit of tech that way, where you click on one target and just drag it to a second one. As you can see, I'm getting 2 hit markers here, but that might be a little bit of a niche sort of thing that people get better at as this character kind of gets more popular. So very simple. Also, if you've played Zac in League of Legends, this character is going to feel exactly like him. So if you're a big Zac enjoyer, this is the character for you. His right click, so that was his left click. His right click is going to be this snare, so it slows enemies if you just hold it on them. As you can see, there's a timer on the right hand side of my screen, so that is how long it will slow the enemy. And then if you use your right click and then you left click another target, you will bring them together, knock them airborne, and that's always good. It's good CC, lasts a pretty long time, so you're slowing one, grabbing another one, bonking them together. It's good stuff. So that's his right click, pretty simple. His left shift is where this character actually starts kind of changing his identity from a pure DPS to a tank. He's definitely one of the beefier DPSs that we have out there right now. He's technically in that category, but he's got 350 health too, which makes him very durable compared to other DPS characters. So right here, we'll use his left shift, and we get this shield. It can absorb 250 damage, and then wherever your cursor is where it will fire these shots back at. So as you can see, I'm absorbing, and then once it wears off or the shield breaks, we will release the bullets back in the direction that our cursor is. So you can see if I shoot it over there, I will miss. It is kind of slow moving too, so don't try and snipe people from super far away. But good way to absorb some damage, step in front of your team, and then launch that over there. So that is his left shift. Gives you a little bit more durability too. As you can see, my health bar is protected, so I cannot take any health damage while that shield persists. So very important. His E has 2 charges, so this will actually give you a shield and your ally a shield if you use it on an ally or just do damage to an enemy. So as you can see, we'll give the ally a shield, we'll get a shield ourselves, and we'll drag ourselves to the ally, or we'll do damage, give ourselves a shield if we drag to an enemy. Good way to get into a fight, also good way to get out of a fight if you need to. So pretty simple, just gives you shield, does some damage if you want. Good reason to keep your allies in mind too. It doesn't have the craziest range, so this is about the max range that it will allow you to get out, or here is where you will be able to get in. So definitely play around with this, do something like that. The last thing that we're going to go over before his ultimate is his passive. So as you might have noticed, there's a meter in the center of my screen. As you can see right now, it's at 60. So this meter is going to measure your elastic strength. As soon as you max this meter out, you will effectively Hulk out. You'll turn into a bigger version of Mr. Fantastic. You will not have access to any of your basic abilities, but you will get a damage boost, a big shield, and you will just kind of be Hulk smashing. So we'll max it out here. We'll turn into Hulk, and as you can see, our auto attacks change to these smash attacks. It's kind of a 3-hit combo, but doing some good damage. And then we also keep the overshield, and it starts to fade as we go along. So I'll spam my abilities real quick. I'm playing with no ability cooldowns, by the way. This is not, these would actually have cooldowns, but just for showcase, we'll go in here, and you can see we can kind of hit 2 targets as well. So it's kind of odd that, like, his, I don't know what to call it's not a projectile, but so like we can sort of hit multiple things. I don't know. It's definitely finicky, so definitely play around with that for sure. But we get a big overshield, we Hulk smash, and again, don't have access to our basic abilities. So the other thing that you can do is when you go into his like Hulk out form, you can actually cancel it early. You can hit exit and then still have access to your basic abilities, still be able to do all that sort of thing, and you keep the overshield that you build when you go into that form. As you can see, we'll Hulk out, we'll exit, we'll keep that overshield. So you'll still be a little bit tanky as long as you're using abilities and getting into that form. If you don't like being in that Hulk form and you feel like you're giving more utility to your team by just using that to get the overshield and then support your team a little bit more like this, or, you know, knocking enemies up, then definitely just cancel that early and you can still be very durable. The last thing that we're going to go over on this character is his ultimate. So his ultimate is just a bounce that resets. It bounces you again upon hitting a target. So we'll do it right here. Bam, 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 bam. I believe it's capped at 5 or 6, I think. I don't think you can jump infinitely, but if you don't hit a target, so we'll go through here, we'll hit that target, and we won't hit a target over here, we will just lose it there. So I believe it gives you like a few jumps though, because I didn't hit a target on that second one. It doesn't say super clearly in the game, but even if you don't hit a target, you'll still be getting at least a couple bounces in. So we'll use it over here against no targets, and it still is able to bounce us at least 3 times, and then it'll wear off. But you can bounce up to 5 or 6. It is important to note too that when you are bouncing, the direction is set when you like kind of hit the ground. So if I want to turn, I need to be facing that direction while I'm going to the point. So if I go this way, I'm locked into that direction, and I need to lock in the direction, because even if I'm turning, I can't turn in midair. The direction is sort of solidified at a certain point. So play around with this. It's going to take a second to get used to, but once you get used to the direction changes, you can sort of play around and stick on a target a little bit better. So that's his ultimate. Does damage, slows enemies, and that's just it's just a good ult. It's super annoying. You can get in on the enemy team and do a lot of damage that way and be a little bit harder to hit. So kind of a fun ult. Again, it looks like you're invulnerable as well too. So you have that little yellow bar. You can actually still take damage, but it seems like you're not invulnerable, unstoppable, I should say. So I don't think you can be CC'd out of your ultimate once you're bouncing around, so play around with that. But yeah, that's the basic Mr. Fantastic guide. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes through as people get a little bit more comfortable with this character and play him in different matchups, but I wanted to give you guys a very brief overview of what this character can do, and good luck in Marvel Rivals. As usual, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.